Hey, I'm Bree and I've been doing my hair for the past 6 years. I finally did the boho braids and I want to show you how I did it. I'm gonna keep this short and simple, so this is a let's do my hair with me. Mind you, this is my first voiceover. But anyways, let's get into it. This is the braiding hair that I use. It's always my go-to, only thing I use. Cut one side of it because it's really long if you want your hair to be shorter. And it's just easier to cut one side. So this is the human hair curly pieces that I used. And so you're just gonna take a pinch of hair, get some braiding gel, and you're gonna apply it right to the straight part of the bulk hair. Then you're gonna take your comb and comb through it. You see those pieces? Yup, you're just gonna pull it apart, set it in your pile, or hang it up on your rack. Now you can do whatever size you want, but that's just what I wanted. I didn't want too much curly pieces. Now as you can see, I'm just trying to keep all the pieces even. You don't have to do that. Like I said, you can make the sizes however you want it. Now after using that Cleopatra hair, I do want more curly pieces. I like them. I want more. Dramatic next time. So the human hair pieces look like that because I dipped my finger in a water and oil mix and twirled my finger around each piece of hair, but that was so unnecessary. This is my prepping the braiding hair transition. Yup. I don't think y'all understand. Prepping the hair before you actually do your hair saves so much time in between the braids. But this is what my braiding rack looks like. I love it. I put it together. It was white at first, but I changed it to yellow. You see how tall it is. It's great. I started with a couple yarn racks. As you can see, I had to move the boho hair pieces somewhere else because I needed more braiding hair. So now you're looking at everything that I used to braid my hair. The gel, the combs, scissors, hair ties, hair clips, rat tail combs. You get me. Boom. So there's my little awkward self. Hey y'all. But now this is the parting. It took me a long time to learn how to part, but it's patience. But anyways, you're gonna part it in the sections. You see what I'm doing? You're gonna go from ear to ear. It don't gotta be straight, but if you got this mirror, yeah, you gonna get it. It's gonna be bone straight. But if not, it don't gotta be perfect. You're trying, I'm trying, so it takes practice. Don't be so hard on yourself. If you put your mind to it, you can do it. So once you get the back part done, you're now gonna part for the top of your head. You're just gonna split it right in the middle and section it off. You can low-key part it however you want it, but I found this girl's YouTube and this is how I learned. I can drop it in the comments if y'all need it. Or since I'm in my braid content era, I'll just make a video for y'all. Moving on. So now we're gonna part for the rows. You wanna make sure you have the same amount of rows on each side of the middle part. This might take some time, but I'm telling you, if you pre-part before you braid your hair, it will cut out some extra time for real. I just used the comb to determine how wide the rows should be, but for the size that I'm doing, I think I did about 5 rows on each side. So once you get the part for the row, you're gonna take that same part and just part it towards the back of your head. I'm sorry if I can't really explain that, but if you watch, you'll get it. And I guess now I'm gonna really have to make a video for parting, just to make it easy. I like easy, you like easy, and we're gonna learn how to braid hair together. Now I'm parting for the individual braids. I have to do it this way because I would spend an hour on each row or each part in the middle of braiding my hair. I've done it before, takes too much time. All this pre-parting is where it is. You gotta do the pre-parting, like it helps. Trust me, I've been doing this for 6 years, self-taught. Especially if you want to learn how to do your hair by yourself, it's worth it. Now, I would go get my hair braided one day, but not anytime soon because I like doing my own stuff. I like the length, the size, my edges. So now I'm just gonna take the rose, and I'm just gonna, you know, take it to the other side of my head. I like the parting that goes across your head, not the back and then you do the sides. Or it's you do the back and then do the top of your head. No, do the braids across my head. It looks better. But yes, I am twisting up the individual parts. I only twist them about 12 rotations and then call it a day. Do it how you want. There's multiple ways to part your hair. You can part your hair while you're doing a braid down. More power to you, sis or bro. Just be creative with it. That's what I do. This is just how I do it, and I like it this way. Yeah. So you already know when you braid your own hair, it's a weekend project. But I'm telling you, you can do it too. The way I do it is I do it in phases. Phase 1 is where I prep the braiding hair, the boho pieces. Yeah. And then phase 2 is me washing my hair, deep conditioning, blow drying, and parting my whole head. And then, you guessed it, phase 3 is actually doing the braids. I low-key, I actually prep the braiding hair probably a day or a week before I actually have to do my hair. I actually be like really excited and I can't wait. And so I know that I have little free time. I can just knock out that braiding hair and call it a day. I've learned all the ways to save time, because if you're gonna braid your own hair, you can't be wasting time, girl. We gotta knock it out the right way, in order. So here you see that I am almost done. Gotta do the back of my head. I saved the back of my head because those 3 rows do not have to be as small. That's the trick to save you some time. They can be a little bit bigger because they're not going to be seen. Boom, I'm done. On to phase 3. So now you're looking at my setup before I start doing my braids piece. It's me. Definitely get one of those mirrors. What they be saying, the link is in the description below. I don't know what this was. Leaving it because free will. But this is what the counter looked like as I was braiding my hair. It's just easier that way to, you know, keep grabbing for the pieces. As you can see, when I do my hair, I like to start by the perimeter. It's just easy to pull your hair back, put it in a bun or whatever, and leave the house if you need to go pronto. But these braids, how I do it. So I start with the anchor braid, which gives me that 3rd leg, the knot. Once I get into like the 4th rotation, I then add a small piece of hair to keep that consistency thickness of the braid. Right after that, I then add a piece of the boho at the top. Always, you know, I want to fill it in. I only added about 3 to 1 pieces on each braid or every other braid. Some braids had 1 piece of boho, some braids had 3 pieces. Be creative. There's no certain way. Yeah, once I added the 3rd or the last piece of boho curly piece, I just braided it all the way down. Once I got to the end, I added the curly hairs to the end. That's what I wanted. On each leg, I just added a boho. So 1 strand, braided down, another strand, braided down, 3rd strand, braided down. And just to let you know, I only braided about 5 rotations for each strand of hair when I added it. So yeah, this took me all day, only because you see how long there are. I love my braids long. That's the only way I can have it. I'm 5'7", so I'm pretty tall, so the braids only went down to like my hips, my butt, I guess. I love long braids. And the fact that I do my own hair, I promise you it can go longer, but I feel like I would get really tired of the length. to the butt is all I can do. Now, I didn't mention how you get the size of the actual braid. The way you do that is you pinch enough braiding hair to cover the square of the individual braid. If it covers that, that's enough hair. You don't want it too skinny, you don't want it too much, just enough to cover the size of the square of your braid, if that makes sense. But that sounds like another video I gotta make. But yes, progress. I love it. It's looking good. It's me throwing up another millennial peace sign. Continuing on, you see what I'm doing, you see how it looks. Lips can't be ashy. I be listening to Dolph when I do my hair.
Ain't no money, I ain't moving.
That's how I be feeling sometimes, but
we'll take a 5-minute recess. Well then y'all better focus.
LOL, just kidding. But I don't want to talk your head off, but again, this is a short video. I'm telling you everything you need to know so you can do it too. So I'm making progress. Mind you, this was my first time doing it, so I was just admiring the work. It was turning out cute. I love it. Going back to what I was doing, the braiding process, the anchor braid, then add that little small piece to it, keep the consistency on the back of my head because I started around the perimeter. You see how, if anything, you just throw your hair back, call it a day. So yeah, I'm done. It looks good. It's beautiful. Like, yeah, it took me 22 hours, but I'm telling you, I love braiding my hair. It's a form of self-care. So yeah, that's it. This is the final look. I love it so much. I wish I had added more hair, but I'm about to do my hair for the Beyonce concert. And so we're gonna go all blonde. A blonde mix, yes. But thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I had fun with this. I'm gonna do more. It's my time. 6 years of recording stuff. I'm about to put it all out there. No, but really, thank you. Subscribe if you want to see that blonde mix and you want some more tips. Bye.